everyone, welcome back to Black Cat Kitchen. I'm Daniela and I'm so glad to see you back. I love a good babka, and this maple pecan version has to be one of my favorites. So let's jump into the recipe.
You'll find a list of ingredients and measurements in the description below. To a mixing bowl, add 205 grams, about 4 large whole eggs, 60 grams of sugar, 150 grams of very soft butter, 145 grams of whole milk, and 5 grams of active dry yeast. Start mixing that together so that all of the egg yolks break and the butter starts to disperse in the liquid. You can give it a little helping hand with a fork if you need to. To your wet mix, add 500 grams of bread flour. On top of the flour, add 10 grams of salt. You'll want to combine this all together until your dough is shaggy, like this.
We're going to let this rest for about 20 to 30 minutes until all of those ingredients have absorbed the liquid.
You can knead this in your mixer, but I'm going to show you how to do it by hand. Liberally dust your work surface with flour. Then tip out your dough and start to knead by pushing the dough away from you and then rolling it back on itself. You'll want to continue this in a circular motion, working all angles of the dough. If I feel it needs more flour, I try to add it to my hands rather than adding it to the dough. This helps to make sure the dough doesn't get too dry. I like to slap my dough a few times on the counter once it starts to become really tight, just to make sure it's fully kneaded. And you can test its doneness by pressing into it. If it bounces back to you, it's ready to rest. You'll want to let this proof for about an hour and a half to 2 hours until it's doubled in size.
Once you've set your dough to proof, start making your maple caramel sauce. Making it now allows time for it to cool and thicken so we can easily spread it over our dough.
To a saucepan, add 120 milliliters of double cream, 107 milliliters of maple syrup, Canadian is best of course, 50 grams of brown sugar, and 170 grams of salted butter. If you're using unsalted butter, you'll want to make sure to add some salt at the end to balance the flavors. Turn this to medium heat so that it starts to melt together and get nice and bubbly. Once your maple caramel sauce starts to bubble, let it cook for about a minute or two, then take it off the heat to cool. Now add in a splash of vanilla, about 10 milliliters. I prefer pouring my maple caramel sauce into a separate bowl because the pot holds a lot of heat and it will take a long time for your sauce to cool.
There are so many variations on babka fillings. If you want to know more, stick around to the end of the video.
Finely chop 200 grams of pecans. When you press into your dough and the indentation stays there, it's ready. I'm splitting my dough in half because this makes 2 loaves. Trying to keep your dough as rectangular as possible, roll it into a 9 by 16 inch rectangle. The longer you make the long side, the more swirls you'll get in your babka. I'm giving the dough a little stretch so that it's nice and thin. When your dough is the right size, pour half of your maple caramel sauce all over it. Spread it into a thin layer, leaving a little edge around the perimeter of the dough. About 2 centimeters. Now sprinkle liberally with half of your pecans. Starting from your short end, roll all the way along the length of the dough. You'll want to keep your roll as tight as possible. I like to scooch in my edges a little bit as I'm going so that it doesn't lengthen any further. Once you get to the end, you'll want to pull your uncovered dough and pinch it to your log. You'll want to make sure this is nice and secure. We're going to chill our roll in the freezer for about 15 minutes. Generously butter 2 2-pound loaf pans. If you don't want to use butter, you could line them with parchment. Once your dough has chilled, slice down the middle lengthwise with a sharp knife. This helps keep your layers intact. Now for braiding. I like to start by overlapping in the center and then twisting my pieces over each other, leaving the open side of the babka upwards so that it really creates those beautiful swirls on top of our bread. Now pop your twisted dough into your pre-prepared pan. Be careful not to overfill your babka. You don't want it overflowing like this one, but this one is perfect.
Now that our babka are in their pans, we're going to cover them up and let them prove another hour and a half to 2 hours. You just want them to reach the top of the pan.
About 30 minutes before they finish proving, preheat your oven to 190 degrees Celsius or 375 degrees Fahrenheit.
These are going to bake for 35 to 40 minutes or until they're a beautiful dark golden brown.
As soon as they're out of the oven, pour on a few tablespoons of pure maple syrup.
You'll want to let these cool in their pans for about 10 minutes and then out of their pans for a further 20 minutes before slicing. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to try out more Babka flavors, check out my baklava-inspired Babka buns or my chocolate babka. Make sure to give this video a like, hit the subscribe button, and leave us a comment down below with your favorite babka filling. See you next time. And down will go Kiki, cradle and all.